Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel on Teas and Receipts. My name is Solly J and we're going to go over Rachel Lindsay season finale Bachelorette. Now, let's get it started. I think that ABC did Rachel so dirty in her entire season. I mean, it was just filled with racial issues, which I knew it was going to come up, but damn, I didn't know that it was going to be the primary focus. It should have been about her. So first, ABC decides to do a 3-hour finale. Maybe that's like an hour or two longer than we really need. This finale was really hard to see. It was almost like watching a car accident. You're like this, awkward. You're trying to give them their privacy, but you gotta watch. I mean, dang. So now we're at the beginning of the season finale. Rachel's talking about her last 3 guys, which is Eric, Brian, and Peter. And they're over here at Rioja. I think it's what it's called. Rioja, Spain. First scene is with Peter and Rachel having their alone time. They're like, okay, the proposal ceremony is next week, and how do you feel if I don't propose to you? He's like, I'm about to cry. Because he goes on and he asks, okay, what if I'm not ready to ask you to marry me? He's like, what are you feeling right now? Like, you know what she's feeling, disappointed, hurt, and she's like, I'm not trying to cry. I love the fact that I'm seeing the emotions from you. It makes me feel that you really do care about me. Like, he wants to see her cry. But anyway, she invites him to the fantasy suite because they needed to talk more and figure out where to go from here. And then the next day you see him with his shirt off and she's wearing like a silk robe. Fantasy suite was a straight dump. It looks like a hostel. I mean, it was nice, but it wasn't nice as some of the other fantasy suite rooms. Anyway, I don't think that I think Peter probably, no, I'm not gonna go there because I don't know. If I was her, I would have fucked. Like, I was on the show, I'm gonna smash 2 people for sure. My last 2 out of, top 4, whatever. My last 2, because that is also important. Because I mean, I've dated some of these pretty boy guys, and I'm just saying, like, I just think that Eric would know how to put it down. I think he knows. That's why I was like, girl, I don't know why you left Eric. Like, I think that he would have been able to put it down, or hopefully she smashed from him. Like, I feel like Brian is a pleaser. I feel like Brian got, I think that he's packing, and he's really cute. I don't know why people are hating on Brian so much. And it's the morning after the fantasy suite. They had like 2 small beds. Do you guys not see that in the corner when she had a coffee and he was laying on the one side of the bed and there was another bed right across from it? I'm pretty sure they had a heavy makeout session, but they didn't smash. So anyway, they go up and they wake up from the fantasy suite. They're doing a few camera clips of them being cute, opening the windows, saying hi to each other, good morning to each other. Wasn't cute. Can I say something? There's small touch in the detail where you can tell where the person is, like, emotionally with their partner. Even small things to me, as far as a lot of people don't catch this, but honestly, if you look at the small things, you can save some of the hurt later. When they walked into the fantasy suite, why didn't you let her in? Why would have let her walk in first? Like, I know a lot of people are thinking that's just so small, that's just a small thing, but I'm not saying that he has to always open the door and let her come in every single time for the rest of their lives. But if you're in pursuit, you're always thinking about ways to be considerate. Little things mean a lot. He's not treating her as the queen that she is. Like, because he would have let her walk in first. Like, I know a lot of people are thinking that's just so small, that's just a small thing, but those small things count. Like, that's when you really can see, the subliminal messages that they're trying to show you how they feel, like, versus them acting. I'm just saying, like, if a guy doesn't, he lets me walk in behind him and we about to smash, we're not smashing. But anyway, she goes ahead and now starts off the one-on-one date with Brian, and They're at a vineyard. They're to ride a horse. I love she picks a brown one because it matches her. I was like, that's right, girl. Plus the brown one was just prettier. I mean, honestly, both of the horses were cute. I didn't care what they were, what color they were. I would have ridden any one of them, honestly. Um, I kind of like the white one because the white one had more freckles on their face. So I don't know. They're both were cute, but I just loved her comment. So they go on, and he's noticing that she's not really there, and Brian calls her like she's not totally there in the moment with him. He notices that, he caught on to that, and he called her out on it. And I'm glad he did, and she had to reassure him, and I'm glad to see that she needed to reassure him because he didn't seem to need to be reassured, but and then we consider that as him being overconfident. But he's just a man that's not needy. He's not a man that needs you to tell him that you love him all the time. Like, he is on his own merits, and he's putting his all into it. And I really do think that, yeah, I'm sure he was a player. I'm sure he dated all types of girls, but I think that especially age 37, he seems like a guy that does want to settle down, have family, and have kids, and wants it with a beautiful woman, an educated woman that's not trying to play games either. I think that they're both at the right stage in their life for each other. And not only that, they have chemistry. She focuses her attention back on Brian. They go ahead and enjoy the rest of their date. Evening comes around. She ends up giving him the fantasy suite. He was just trying to get to the fantasy suite. Like, she gave him the card to read. He wasn't trying to read it. Brian, he was ready. He was like, let's go ahead and go on this fantasy suite. Spend more alone time with you, away from this camera. Like, he was just trying to give her a kiss and let's go. I love you. I'm in love with you. I have the best credit score. I have a house. I have a career. Which I thought it was cute. He's like, check, check, check. I really hope they smash before, because if he's not a good smasher, he's not going to be a good husband. It's morning time in their fantasy suite. He over here eating chocolate and strawberries, talking about, she said, which one tastes better? Woo! Wee! When she was finishing the question, he was like, you, right away, before she even said, or the strawberries, you. And he had this look like, yeah, I had a little taste of you, and you tasted better. Girl, ain't nothing like strawberries and chocolate. I can't stand people making fun of him kissing so loud. I mean, the way he kisses her, the way he embraces her, I think that's cute. And they're not listening to it's loud because there's a microphone right there that's making it louder than what it really is. And hey, if my man can kiss me the way he does and it sounds loud to everyone else and it's not bugging me, keep on kissing me. No, you're a Latin lover, so I get that. You want to show passion and you want to make some firework noises. But dated some Latin guys, and honestly, yeah, I love the passion. They had their one-on-one. 3 or 4 weeks ago, you guys were like for Brian since day one. Everybody was. I was a little hesitant, to be honest. So I was like, I'm gonna just see how it goes, But I liked some of the other people. I liked Kenny. I liked Dean. I liked Alex. I did like William, but I'm glad she got rid of him. Goes back to live with Chris Harris, and ooh, he loves stirring that tea, boy. He be asking the most awkward questions, and everybody's just looking at Rachel like, ugh, we want to hear your answer, but we don't want to be in your position. They go to the final rose scene, or rose ceremony, with Eric, Peter, and Brian, and it's at a vineyard again. I mean, why not? Spain is beautiful. Show all the scenery. She looked like she's wearing a little bit of armor. She looked gorgeous. The rose ceremony happened. She makes a speech about how she doesn't want a boyfriend. She wants a husband. The first rose that she gave was Brian, which I'm glad she did. And then the second rose she gave to Peter, and I was like, that's bullshit. She told Eric that she had to give Eric the boot, the watch, the $10,000 watch. She knew it was gonna be him. And or she walks Eric to the car, and she had a moment to talk to him, and she was very candid with him. She wasn't in love with him. She does have love for him. She wishes him the best. He's thanking her for the opportunity. He's saying he was just very classy with it. Back to the live show. He asked her, "Did you look at Peter in the eye?" And she's like, "Yeah." I don't blame her. Chris Harris is about to bring Eric out. Eric comes out. He's looking good. Still, he looks good. He looked good that night. He looked fresh, very humble. He told his side and he wished her the best. And he's like, "How's your heart?" I thought that was a little cheesy, but I think he was just nervous. And it is live. And he was just a little nervous, but he just wanted to know how she was doing. I wish Eric the best. Eric made his appearance. He left. Now we're back on the show, and Brian and Rachel meet up in the morning in this beautiful field. And she says, "I have a surprise for him." She has a surprise for him. They're holding hands, talking. You can tell, like, he likes her, and he feels nervous around her. She ends up taking him to a hot air balloon. I mean, what a great way to start the morning. It was just beautiful. I'm glad that they had a little time together, and they were so cute together in a hot air balloon. The scenery was beautiful. The lighting, the natural lighting from the morning sunrise was beautiful on them. I think they're a beautiful couple. After the hot air balloon ride, the romantic hot air balloon ride, it goes to their date night. She's telling him how much she likes him, how much of a surprise he was to her, and a great surprise, a refreshing surprise. He gives her this cute little gift, Spanish to English dictionary, and then he wrote a little bit of a cute list of words that she should start learning already. Like, it was cute. They end their night with a kiss. Then the next day she has a date with Peter.